Welcome to Just Us Girls. It is Paige, Katie, and Sam.
Quick housekeeping. This podcast is for the girls. This is not a motherhood podcast. It's not a parenting podcast. This is just some girls chit-chatting and getting our whimsy on.
Get in the group text in the flesh, and 3 white women just walked into a podcast studio, and here we are.
Yeah, which I know not the world doesn't need more of that, but you know, we're not 3 white men. So
we're not 3 white men. So that's slight improvement.
That's better. There'll be no red pilling during this topic. It'll just be for fun.
Just for fun. And speaking of, I think it'd probably be helpful to tell people how this even happened or like why we're here.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Because who followed who first? I feel like there needs to be
I definitely followed you in like COVID days.
Old school, like when we were still dancing on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I still dance on TikTok.
But you really don't. And then Paige, I saw you on the virtual meeting when we were with an organization for some nonprofit work, and I either slid into your DMs or messaged her on the like private chat side and said, "Are you going to this?"
You did. Yeah. And then she slid into my DMs again and was like, "Want to take a car together?" I was like, "For sure. I do want to ride."
And then Katie said, "Wait, are you there? I'm coming."
Yeah,
because you weren't originally coming.
I was back and forth about going, which is crazy because I had a doctor's appointment. So I was like, it's too hard to reschedule. But I was like, no, these girls are going. I want to meet them so bad. And now, a year and a half later, look where we are.
And we were kind of rude. I'm not going to lie, actually. At that dinner we went to, the 3 of us just talked to each other. We didn't talk to
I thought you meant we were rude to each other. I was like, wait, what did I say? To you?
No, we like sat at a table and then we locked in.
That's chemistry, baby. We had chemistry.
I know.
That's why we flew across the country to talk to each other right now. Because we can talk. I woke up at 3 a.m. this morning just for this. Curled my hair. Love it.
I hope it's worth it.
Fuck yeah.
It's always worth it. I feel like my husband is always like, "You're going out with the girls again?" And I'm like, yeah.
It's for my mental health. Didn't you see that study that was like a girl is supposed to hang out with her friends every 23 days? And
That's far too long.
I was going to say, what?
Everybody was commenting like, did the girls write this? Because, yeah, I mean, it is too long, though. 3 weeks is... You're really good about seeing your friends. Like, every week.
I feel like every day you have something.
I'm always with my friends. Life is nothing if you don't have friends, you know?
There is nothing like a female relationship. Like, I swear, I love my husband to death, do us part, but the, like, emotional connection of female relationships, it's unmatched.
Well, and the girl group chat is just constantly going. I'm in one with you all. I have my, like, daycare mom friends. I have my high school friends, my college friends. Yes. And I wake up and my husband is like, "Why do you have 275 text messages?"
I'm sorry you don't have friends. I'm sorry that I have so many friends.
But nobody who would text. I woke up the other day, Katie, and you texted me. It was 4 a.m. And I answered.
I have a baby.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm awake and I'm thriving at 4 a.m. So.
I responded.
Yeah, I did. That was your issue. That's a personal thing for me. I have a reason. But
I do too. I was catching a flight.
Fair. You're just that excited to text me.
I was. But I think it's something that, you know, I always joke that, like, it's the girl group chat, right? Like, it's not the women's group chat. It's the girl group chat because I feel like a group chat is pure girlhood. Like, that is when you were talking to your friends about literally everything. And I do want to address the elephant in the room because I think, like, we are all women here. And there's people who are going to say, "Why did you call this podcast Just the Girls? You're adult women." But I do think there's something really special about pretending that you're 16 again and just vibing.
Well, girlhood is timeless. I told you on the way here, I was listening to that song Miracles Happen from Princess Diaries because at the end of the day, I'm just a girl. And I just, you know, I want to feel that excitement of just running around with your friends all day. Once again, love my husband, but to live in a commune with the girls, would love that.
As you guys are talking about that, I don't know why this memory came to me, but I want to hear from you of like a memory that you remember in your teenage years of being just a girl. But I remember getting my driver's permit. What year was that for you guys? Do you remember?
16?
16-ish. Like, and I had my Vera Bradley bag and my Hollister polo with
Vera Bradley's coming back.
Big time.
Yeah.
My paper store has so much of it.
I wish I hoarded. Like, another reason I'm like, I should become a hoarder.
Yes, but I had like the tight cami with the lace, the Hollister polo, and I forget what song I was playing, but I was in my mom's dented minivan, like driving to pick up my girlfriends, and it's just like that was girlhood.
Vera Bradley is girlhood.
And the minivan. I also drove my mom's minivan everywhere.
Full circle, I have a minivan now.
You do. Yeah, you do.
I'm team minivan.
You really are.
It chose me, though.
She doesn't even have enough kids for it.
When we were on the last trip, she spent hours trying to convince me to get the minivan. And I was like, Sam, I got to tell you, I understand how practical and logical it is, and I wish I could get there. I am just not there.
I know. You're not a minivan person. you're too
I was
like
gonna say I appreciate that, but I don't want that to be
no.
offensive.
I'm a minivan person because I don't give a fuck about like brands or like I don't not that I'm saying that you're like
so which one do you drive then?
I don't want people to know what I'm driving. No. But I have the Kia Carnival and it's the best.
Here's the thing:
Kia,
is I think so practical, especially the Carnival. I hear great things. It kind of looks like an SUV. Why did they name it Carnival?
I know. It's like a fucking joke.
Is it with a
I'm like
C or
a
a
clown.
K?
It's a clown car.
Yeah, I'm a clown. So I drive a fucking clown.
Yeah, it's still the hamster. Like I feel like
Yeah.
they really just shot their branding when they did that hamster ad like 20 years ago.
I didn't see that.
You're still talking about it though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The Kia, I think of the Kia Soul. I think of the hamster in the car driving it.
Well, let's get your asses down to Florida, and I will drive you around in a minivan in Florida. I know I'm not selling this well at all.
I'm gonna end up buying one and driving home in it.
I'd be like, get me out of Florida. I don't care what car I have to take.
Florida and a minivan. I'm out.
Just wait. We're gonna get some footage of you guys enjoying it. But
I'll meet you at the border. I'm not coming to Florida. I remember getting off a flight to a friend's wedding once, and I was living in LA. And I hopped off the flight and instantly was like wet with like humidity and moisture.
Was it the summer?
No, it was like May. And I got off and I instantly said, I hate it here.
Yeah, it's not great for the
You
hair.
have to be submerged in water at all times.
Yeah.
It's good for the skin.
But you love it there. Part of it.
Yeah, part of it. Part of it.
We have to talk about the fact that we've all bonded over the last, like, we've talked so much about you living in Florida. So if you hear us joking about Sam, if this isn't coming out of left field. We're not just roasting her.
Oh, I roast myself. Bring it on. Yeah, like totally.
But we've talked pretty much every single day for like almost a year and a half now, I think, in the group chat.
Yeah.
Well, we've been wanting to do this, but you all were very patient and giving me time to like have my baby, be a little bit postpartum. And so I feel like we've just been so excited to finally get together and do this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the hardest part about our group chat is we send the longest voice notes. And I'm like, my kids will be like, are you almost done listening to that lady? I'm like, yeah, hold on, let her rant for a second. I got to hear it.
I know. I like stop the music in the car to listen to the 6-minute voice note. And I feel like my son like kicking on the car seat and he's like, turn her off. And I'm like, shh, it's Paige.
This is important.
Paige.
Yesterday, Katie sent one yesterday. And I think your son or your daughter was like, more.
More.
Yeah. But I think that it's been like a lifeline for all of us. And I think our goal, obviously, is just to have fun.
Yes,
just
and to have people
fun.
in our group chat, like in addition to us, have this community of, like you were saying, like everyone just wants to be a girl. Like, when was the last time you guys felt true girlhood other than this moment?
That's a great question.
Like my bachelorette party.
I was going to say, on a bachelorette is usually a good one.
Yeah, I thought the bachelorette was more fun than the wedding. I was like, everything is because of this bachelorette. Because truly, like, yes, your wedding weekend is so fun. And he knows
Sorry,
this.
Matt.
I have told this to him numerous times because when you get married, like, yes, obviously you're marrying like your partner. It's so exciting. But the thing about your bachelorette party is it's all the girls that were there for all like the shitty relationships, the breakups, the girls that like led you to that moment. So it's almost, I feel like that celebration is almost more exciting because you're like, look at all we've been through together and you've helped me through this time period. And like men come and go, but like your girls were there for everything.
For all the seasons.
Yeah.
How many girls were on your guys' bachelorette?
Oh, too many.
I had 13
I had
bridesmaids.
19. Not 19 bridesmaids. 19 people at the
19?
bachelorette. I know. I'm very
That's what I
like
did,
young
too.
for my friends. So I
Yeah.
had like my high school girls, my college girls, my dietitian friends. Like it was like all these groups that came together.
Yeah.
And we were in Nashville.
Yeah.
I mean, we
so
probably had
fun.
15, actually. I mean,
Yeah.
I know.
The bachelorette's different than your bridesmaids.
Well, I eloped. I didn't even have a wedding, so I had no bridesmaids. But but everybody still came and partied, which was really fun. But it's arguably too many people in one place is what I've decided. But it is really fun to see everybody mesh together. Like, you know those friends where you're like, I'm friends with you for this weekend. We're going to have the best time ever. I will see you
follow each other on Instagram.
And then you see each other at the wedding and just get like drunk again.
And you have so much fun.
I do love like a good relationship like that, where it's just because of a bride or a groom. That
I'm
you know
telling you, the
someone.
bachelorette party is the best part of the wedding.
Wait, can I tell you guys about this wedding I went to where all of the bridesmaids, we weren't all best friends, but a lot of us knew each other or knew of each other. And it was that vibe. Like, we went to the bachelorette together. We planned the bridal shower together. We were vibing. We were having a great time. The groomsmen acted like they'd never seen a woman before in their life. None of them introduced themselves. We had to walk down the aisle with them, and it was literally when we were taking photos, they stood in a circle. We were on rocks at a beach, and they didn't help anybody down. They just stayed in like a corner by
I think
themselves.
that is like the experience I've always had.
Oh my gosh, I've always had people be like
really?
very
Yeah.
friendly and outgoing from both sides. They acted like we didn't exist until we had to walk down
Were
the
they
aisle
afraid
together.
of women, or did
I
they have
don't know.
wives that were?
It was the first time I'd
you know
been.
what I mean? Like the territorial. Like
No,
for
I think
no
it was
reason.
the first time I'd been in a bridal party where there wasn't some overlap between his friends and her friends. Like
That can be-
our friend groups had literally never mixed with one another ever, but we were so friendly and we were talking to them and saying hi, and they all just like looked at us with blank stares, and I was like, oh, that's the difference between boys and girls.
That's boys.
That's boys for you.
Did you make your bridal parties come in dancing to like fucking music and shit?
That was actually my first video that ever went viral on TikTok.
Was it?
Yeah, we did the bridal party. So Matt and I went to college together, and so we split up the bridal entrances by how you like knew us. So we had like all of our childhood friends walking together.
Oh, I love
all
that.
of our like California friends walking together, and then all of our University of Delaware people came in. Like,
so all of your friends like know each other.
yeah, there's a lot of
lot of
overlap,
overlap.
and so we like played Levels by Avicii, and everybody was like chugging champagne and stuff like that. So it was like, it made it, a lot of people didn't want to go out just like one or two because they were like too anxious. We're like, let's just do a group and drink while you're doing it and like make it more fun.
I'm just laughing thinking of her first viral video being people chugging champagne, and now she's like, come look at what I put in my kid's backpack.
And this is the car seat that I would
Girlhood,
recommend.
okay? That is girlhood.
We contain layers.
Can we pour one out for
Multitudes.
Avicii though and Levels? I told you my biggest regret, right? I know.
Not going.
Can I? Yeah, you know
sick?
this.
What, are you
Look,
sick?
oh, Paige, good memory.
I'm a good friend.
So I had.
I'm like, what?
Katie's like, I was pregnant. I don't remember anything.
Penn State Avicii concert. I had a double ear infection and a sinus
Like a
infection.
toddler.
I was a fucking toddler, and I didn't go to Avicii. And let's just say, like, people were feeling good.
That's weak. I'm surprised you were that weak.
I was gonna say, do you know how many times I took so much NyQuil and went to the bar?
I
like,
literally, my best friend's 21st birthday was in Atlantic City. I had pneumonia, and I was still there.
But that's like how you know I was sick, because in college you could take like 14 shots and like have pneumonia and be fine.
I really think ear infections are reserved for young children.
Yeah.
And like, if you're an adult and you have one, you're not supposed to
embarrassing.
tell anyone. You're not supposed to tell anyone.
I know an adult that just got tubes recently. And I was like, wait, I literally thought that was only for toddlers, because
That's
my
bananas.
toddlers, I know, but they must get a lot of ear infections.
They must.
I don't have tubes.
Arguably too old to be getting them. Like, that should have been
agree.
addressed at a much younger age. My husband had
That's like
one
when
recently.
adults get their tonsils out. Like,
I see that.
it-
This is
you're
where
about
I'm,
to.
I'm
It's
like
like
not
you're
saying
about
anything because I'm literally, I have the slip to get my tonsils out. I just have to schedule it.
child.
I literally,
12-year-old.
we're just like, I hope this conversation brushes over without
Don't
any
talk about
mention
all the
of
things.
tonsils because,
The strep throat queen over here.
I literally
forgot
am,
about
though.
that.
Yeah.
You have strep more than anyone I've
6
ever
times
met.
in the last year. So like, I'm not making fun of ear tube guy because
Did you have strep in high school? Like, I feel that's like a
yeah,
a thing
all the
that you-
time. I have bad parents. I was the fourth child.
Yeah.
So like
They forgot about it. They forgot about
Paige
her.
is different. Paige has systems. But like my parents forgot about me, and like my siblings kind of raised me, I feel like.
So they weren't
I
taking
just
you to the
didn't
doctor.
like I got Invisalign as an adult.
I need
I have to get my
Invisalign.
tonsils out. You know, it's just kind of you dance through life.
Yeah, you dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, you're still just a girl. So it's okay if you have to get
And
your
you know what?
tonsils
The
out.
nice part about it is I have a better personality, okay? But you know where I do not feel like I'm just a girl anymore, which is actually becoming like a huge psychological problem? We're doing estate planning right now.
Yeah.
And that is crazy. Like having to think, I'm the adult and I have to make these plans. Have you guys done that yet?
Yes. We did it like right before we went on our first vacation, just me and my husband without our
See, that's
kiddo. And I was like, if we both die, like what's
We
happening?
were recently, we went to a wedding in California and we left the kids with our in-laws. And on the flight there was like turbulence. And I literally just grabbed my husband's hand. I was like, we need to do estate planning. And he was
You
like,
didn't have anything?
no.
Did you like send your in-laws a text and be like, this is what you need to do with the kids if we go? Or
No,
you're
I
like,
This
shut
isn't
up.
that
this is not
anxious?
notarized.
But so we met with a lawyer last week, and he's actually very good. He's like, if you go poof, what's going to happen? Which I was like, I like that wording. So we're trying to figure out just like who's going to watch our children, and then we're having
Who's gonna watch them? You mean who's gonna raise them?
Yeah, who's gonna watch them?
Like just babies.
Very independent.
Keep an eye on those guys.
very independent. But and then so we're putting in clauses too with like, what happens if one of us gets remarried? And like, have you thought about that? Like, would you guys get remarried if your spouse passed away?
I need to put a clause in my thing.
You literally, because what
Oh
if?
shit, I don't have anything about
Yeah, because
that.
what if you build a huge empire, right? And you have
We're already
hundreds of
doing
millions
that.
of dollars, and then you die, and then your husband marries some like 23-year-olds, as men will sometimes do.
Some of them will do.
And they take all your money.
My husband will be moving to Hawaii and go on a remote island and
They all
never
say
speak
that.
to
That's
anyone
what he
ever
wants
again.
you to
All say
think.
that.
Yeah.
My husband says the same thing. He's like, I will never date again. I will just live in a hole. And I'm like,
Okay, well then
let's not be dramatic.
Let's Uno reverse here. If your husband dies, will you remarry?
Absolutely. And this is why I think I'm so paranoid about it, because the first thing I would do if my husband dies, not the first thing, obviously.
Walk it back. Walk it back.
It's giving Erica Kirk. The first thing I would
Zoom in on those beautiful blue eyes of yours.
Hey, they are. Oh, you have blue eyes too. We have a lot of blue eyes in this room.
Oh, no, I meant
I don't have eyeliner on though.
Okay, go ahead.
But after, obviously, there's a large grief period. I love my husband.
Yes,
He
we
is
will
the
grieve.
love
We will wear black.
of my life. He literally wore black for
A
weeks.
love letter this morning.
Yeah.
The
And
sweetest little man.
he did.
Well, not little.
No, he's
He's a big daddy.
he's a big daddy.
Circle back later.
But so, and he knows this. I'm like, if you die, you were the love of my life. That is going to be devastating to me. But like, what's the next step, right? My plan is to find somebody incredibly rich, but old, because I'm not looking for a partner, but I'm looking to be comfortable, And if I don't want to date again, I don't want to have to deal with a man again because But if a man can provide me a lot of money and not spend time with me, that is like the ideal
Are
scenario.
you talking about like dead in the bed, or are you talking about like
I feel
he's
like-
just old and like using his walker behind you?
I mean, that I have to wait for him. I feel like dead in the bed is the walker. That seems
The
inconvenient.
picture you're painting is just like my least favorite.
Truly.
I just think my question is like, where do we find this person? What dating app are you on? What are you frequenting? The golf club?
I mean, here's my thing. It's like
she's reading the obituaries. Who's recently passed?
So I just think as women, right, we've made like 70 cents to the dollar our whole lives, right?
Yeah.
I'm playing the long game. I've sat with this for a while. I want to find a man that thinks he's built this empire, and I want to play the long game of just taking it from him at the last second.
Okay.
I want him to remember that women rule the world, and that it was the neck. He thought he was the head, like pointing which way. No, I was the neck, and I'm taking your money
love
from you.
that.
She is nothing if not strategic. There's a strategy
That's
behind
from
it.
my Big
I
Fat Greek
am.
wedding. They say that the man is the head that shakes yes or no, but the woman is the neck that
I
moves
think
the head.
about her once a week.
Great quote.
Once a week, and ahead
Great
of her
quote.
time. I feel like that was like back in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I can promise you, and I've told my husband this, that I will never, good for him, I will never remarry a man. Like, not even. Like, I even question, like, I probably would find a friend that I would be.
Find a buddy.
I would find a buddy. I'm thinking like kind of the commune situation where you find all your girlfriends. Like that would be ideal. But if they're still married or, whatever, find someone I can have a domestic partnership with. Like no sexual relationship there. Honestly, I'm okay. Like maybe I'm an asexual being, but it's just like I don't need another
Okay,
man.
but here's my thing is who's financing that? Because I can join your commune with our dead
money.
in the bed. Yeah, like someone needs
There, perfect.
Because like I want to fund the girls' trips. I want to be like,
Yeah.
we're taking
Great.
a
So
jet
this is
somewhere.
working
We're going to
better.
Mexico
Okay.
for the weekend and bringing all the girls.
So I'll write that into my estate planning.
Yeah, you have to.
Katie Beach will be funding my...
If there's a lot of asterisks in that
Yes, I
situation.
know.
to get there.
There's a clause for Sam. I mean, I think it's one of those. I was joking with my husband the other day because I've been traveling a ton for work, and I said something to him like, "Do you think you could do this like without me?" And he was like, "No, it'd be really, really hard." I was like, "Oh, that's so funny because I could 100% do it without you." And I was like, and I don't mean that to be mean. I just know I'm equipped for it. Like I got it. I could do this.
You're a bootstraps type of girl.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
We were in a tight
You're
ship
a
when Dad's not home.
system, yeah, you're
Right.
a system spreadsheet kind of gal.
I mean, it's the most impressive thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, but I need to get on this clause in my estate planning.
I know.
I didn't think of this clause.
I do
Yeah.
need this clause in my estate planning to protect my money,
Yeah.
But I do think, I weirdly do think I would get remarried, but I think money would be a factor for sure.
But you would date.
I would date.
Yeah.
Guys, but that's because I've never dated in my whole life.
And you're not missing anything.
I
That's
know,
what
I'm not missing
you got
anything.
to skip that.
But you just talked about your bachelorette party. It's like you're like, oh, the men who've come and gone. It's like it's just been Matt the whole time.
Yeah,
Like,
but-
one guy for 20 years. That
You're
guy.
not missing much.
You're
Like the
really
ones
not-
that came and
didn't have
gone,
any-
And
they're
imagine
gone
what the
for a
pool is
reason.
going to be like.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, they even at the swimming pool. I was like, I'm not getting in a pool. I'm not going in a pool.
I feel like it's either going to be perpetually single men.
I know.
Or it's like
I know.
a widower.
I know, but you always watch those shows with divorcees, and they look like they're having a great time.
It's a show.
Or like Shrinking, where he can't move on.
Yeah, but his wife died.
Exactly.
But
That's what I'm
as we've
saying. Like, do you
talked
want to
about,
be
the men are
married
not
to someone who
equipped.
had true love?
The men are not equipped.
Men will need to get remarried.
That's actually
Yeah, but then
proven.
they're
Yeah.
going to be so codependent and like putting their grief on you and like looking for you to heal them. I don't
no,
need
I'm not
that.
gonna heal anybody. I don't have time to heal them. I can't heal myself.
Exactly.
That's why I
who
think
has the
you're
time?
going to date and it's going to be horrific. You're going
But
to
maybe
join our
it's-
commune before you know it.
Yeah,
you're going to
just-
call.
you're gonna be
tail
my
between your
domestic partner.
legs.
I'm
Can
gonna
I
be
join
at
the commune?
I'm gonna be at the commune. I'm
don't
just gonna
know.
have like an apartment in the
There's
city.
no boys.
No, our commune could be an apartment building like right off Broadway here, close to the studio.
There's no boys allowed in the commune.
No, they're not
Your
coming
boyfriend
back.
can't come over.
No, they're not coming back.
Okay.
No, that's a protected space. Like if I could have my own bedroom right now, I would.
Oh my gosh, I love those
A lot of
Instagrams
people
and
are
TikToks
doing
talking
sleep
about like
divorces.
good marriage. Yes.
Yeah, I have several friends who've done sleep divorces.
Really?
And they love it. They're not even on the same floor. Like
What?
their husbands are sleeping in like
I
the
don't mind
basement.
being in like
Okay.
even a conjoining room.
It's a bedroom. It's a bedroom.
I
It has
could
a
do like a Jack and Jill bathroom even, but if I had my own
the bathroom. If I'm gonna kick him out of anything, it's the bathroom.
well, no, I just want like my own room that can be so girly and like beautiful and have your like
You can still
vanity
do that
and-
with your man in there.
Are you a bedroom person?
What do you
Do
mean?
you hang out in your bedroom?
No,
Then
I'm like never
I
in
don't
it, but I like to sleep. I love sleep.
I know, but I don't need the bedroom to be anything nice. I want my bathroom to be like a luxurious, nice
Really? See,
place,
I'm
which is why I
never
want,
in
want
my
him out of it.
Bathroom.
Like if I go into my bathroom one more time and find like a little shaving mess, I'm
Oh
gonna,
Yeah,
And he
that's-
tries so hard, but he
Isn't
shaves
it
his
Matt
head.
bald?
Yeah, he shaves his
Luke
head.
is bald too. Shaves his head.
It's the
Yeah,
worst.
there's clippings everywhere.
He does his best. I'm not saying he's not trying.
Yeah, no.
He's trying. It's just not good enough.
Men can just exist in clutter, where when I see clutter, it's like
It ruins
so much fucking
everything. I have
anxiety.
this conversation all the time where it's like men live in frat houses, right? They lived in frat houses in college and they had a great time.
I wish I was that unbothered. Like I would do anything to be like
Anything.
that.
But I also think it's the ADHD.
Yes.
Yeah,
True,
we
true,
both
true.
suffer. So
True.
it's
From-
like
Okay, talk to me about that. I don't understand.
like I can't be in a room of clutter because it just reminds me of it 18,000 things I have to do.
And I have
then
to do those
paral-
before I can do what I need to do.
So you're just
Yep.
paralyzed in a
Paralyzed.
clutter room.
Oh, I think mine's from like childhood trauma. Like my mom used to come home and I remember her, we had a basement, like you came in through the garage in the basement and you could hear her counting how many lights were on. So she'd be like, 1, 2, and she'd be counting all the lights and then she'd come up and count how many cups were in the kitchen. 4! We'd be like,
This
oh my God.
completely
This
explains
tracks.
why
This
you
totally
are
tracks.
the way
And we'd all
you
be
are.
running around scattering, cleaning the house before she like made it to the floor we were on. We're like, oh, no.
didn't you tell us at one point your mom
rats.
made you clean the walls?
Oh, what do you mean? Every weekend we were washing walls. Like I didn't
Paige,
know a
that's
kid who wasn't
sad.
washing. I wash my walls. Do you not wash your walls?
Never washed a
No.
wall in my fucking life.
Is
Well,
that
then
something
you're
I'm
clearly not
supposed
in
to
Clean
do?
Talk because everybody's washing their walls.
I've been on Clean Talk quite a few times. I've never seen somebody. I think you have trauma you need to figure out.
Yeah.
I don't, that's normal.
And you know what? But I've looped my husband in, so that's the other thing. That it would be hard to remarry because the other day it was my sleeping in day, and I came downstairs and him and all the kids were washing the walls, and I was like, "How lovely!"
Oh my
This is so
gosh, it's like
beautiful.
Cinderella.
Wait,
like
I also
Cinderella.
love-
They were having the best time.
Oh, were they?
They
I
were
love
singing
your
while they worked.
sleeping in. I love your sleeping in day though because the whole internet thinks that you. I don't even know how to.
Yeah, like how
That you hate
dare
your
I?
husband.
Yeah, which I think is surprising because I said I'd get another. I'd get another. I was like, I haven't written them off.
You're the only one that wants
I'm
like
the
a
only
full
one
other
who
husband.
has some faith in men.
Couldn't be me.
Little bit.
Couldn't be me.
That's okay.
I have faith in the girls, just us girls.
and my son.
Oh, I mean, my husband told me that sometimes I get a look in my eyes. He's like, 99% of the time, you look at me like you love me. But there's always 1% that it's like, you remember I'm a man. And it's like, I see that glimmer of like darkness to be like, just know that I don't get too comfortable
Her
here.
eyes go black.
Yeah. It's like, you guys ever see that Scooby-Doo movie?
God, no.
Oh my gosh, you never saw that in like millennial days?
No. No.
What? That was, it had like Freddie Prinze Jr.
I
and
remember,
Sarah Michelle
but yeah,
Gellar.
no, I never watched it.
I think the way you reacted to that surprised me. Like Freddie Prinze Jr.
He was
in
my
ev-
jam.
Yeah.
What?
I guess that's homework
Was
for
it your
us.
jam?
No.
You didn't like Freddie Prinze Jr.
I mean, I
in the
know who he
90s?
is, and like I can picture him, and he was like a cutie in millennial times, but he wasn't like my person. I was more of like a Chad Michael Murray kind
Okay,
of
I'm
gal.
not saying that he wasn't. I'm not saying he was my person.
But yeah,
It's
you
just,
thought he was
like
cute, attractive. He was
I
of the
mean, he's just like
moment.
a staple
He
90s
was- no,
heart
I agree.
girls.
I agree. I just didn't watch the
Scooby-Doo
Scooby-Doo.
doesn't
Okay, well, then,
just, like,
sorry,
feel
like,
up
I
my alley.
completely, completely mute them. Something you guys should watch. It's actually pretty good.
All right, we'll come back
next
to
time.
it.
Next time. Yeah, no, I've never watched the Scooby-Doo movie.
Okay, the way you're saying it, I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah, I'm consuming like highbrow content, like
Just remember Sam has a minivan, okay?
yeah.
Oh, don't always. Actually, no, I kind of like that. At any time you feel like you've been put down too much, just be like, and Sam has a minivan. That can be like how you continue.
A Florida minivan.
Yeah, no,
Florida minivan.
I never watch movies. It's actually my husband's biggest gripe with me is that I don't watch movies with him. He thinks it's very annoying. I like don't love a movie, but I have been sucked into Throne of Glass. I just finished it. And to be honest, I don't know how to pronounce anybody's name still. I don't think.
Don't try.
I'm not about to do it
Like,
now. I'll get
I
shredded on the
still don't
internet.
know how to say what's his name from Akatar.
Don't do it.
Feyre and
Oh, is it Resand?
Rice.
see, no one can say it, and it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I listened to Sarah J. Maas on Call Her Daddy, and she said his name a million times, and I don't
think it was-
remember.
was it
I think she
Resand?
calls him Reese though. Is like his short
Yeah,
name.
that's his nickname. His short name. His nickname.
Short.
Yeah.
That's a short name. But anyways, yeah, I haven't read Throne of Glass though.
I'm on the
I
third
know.
book currently.
Oh, okay. Do you know how that you're supposed to do Assassin's Blade?
I already did Assassin's
Okay.
Blade.
So many people told me, like my followers were so in my DMs.
So were mine.
About the way in which to read Throne of Glass.
They told me to do it
Tandem.
before the third.
Okay, so I messed up because I'd already read the third. So I
Oh.
read it after the third. It was totally fine.
Oh.
But then, do you know about the tandem reading?
Yes.
I've heard about all of this. This sounds like a full-time job.
I can barely read a book. I can barely read.
I can't
I
read.
can barely read. You want me to tandem read? I get where I also do a Kindle. So I feel like
Me
a
too.
tandem read is probably
That's-
really hard on a Kindle.
I
can
had a
bookmark,
sixth
but yeah.
grade reading level in seventh grade, so I don't think I can do that.
Yeah.
You weren't very far back.
I'm still recovering from that.
That's 1 year.
I know, but I will never forget the shame that I felt.
Who told you that?
It was like our teachers. They like tested us, and then you like got your results back, and it was like you have a sixth grade reading level, and
That
I was
is
in seventh grade.
Such a 90s thing. Or
Yeah, that is.
Nobody
The
would do
shame.
that now.
The
Yeah, it was
shame.
shame. But like honestly, it motivated me clearly because
What's your level now?
I don't know. I should take a test.
You should read a little bit more.
I need to read a little bit more.
But honestly, that's better than most of America. I think it's like half of America
Yeah, hype me
illiterate
up.
at this point.
I think it might be
it's
more
quite
than
sad.
that. Yeah.
I also live in Florida, so cut me a break.
Yeah. Wait,
she's top tier.
But you've read Akatar.
I'm on the third Akatar book, and I kind of like got in a slump, and I need to get back, especially because
Have you read any others? Fourth Wing?
No,
Throne
but
of
I've
Glass?
heard Fourth Wing is like an easy next step after Akatar
but I
because
think
it's like
the
quicker
first
and more
Fourth Wing
smutty.
is good, and then it just kind
I like
of.
Fourth Wing better than Akatar.
Really?
That's crazy.
Okay.
Well, because
Is
the
it
thing
more
about Fourth
smutty?
Wing,
I've heard, and less like.
I think they're equally smutty. But
Equally
the thing about
smutty.
Fourth Wing is when she planned it out, she only had a few books in mind, and then they bought her book deal for like
Yeah, and then
more
she had to
books
pump
than
them
that.
out.
So she's trying to like extend the story, and you can definitely tell it's diluted. But I don't. It's hard because I feel like I feel like my friends are split in half, where like there are smut readers and there are non-smut readers, and I never feel as judged and uncomfortable and vulnerable as when I tell somebody to read smut and they're like, that is too weird for me.
We had a whole convo on this at my work retreat this weekend where the one girl was like, I don't think I can like do the fairy thing. And I was like, I get it because I was that
pretend they're
person.
not fairies. Just
yeah,
pretend
but
they're
the stroke
people.
and the wings and the
Yeah,
bedroom
that
and the
gets me.
shutter.
But I feel like that's one of those things we shouldn't talk about it out loud.
Yeah.
Like, and
You can read past that part
it's
really
like we
quick.
all know, right?
Yeah.
But I was having a conversation with somebody a few days ago, and she loved Throne of Glass. So I was like, "Oh, you need to read Akatar next." And she said, "You know, I can't because it's just like the fairies and the sex. It's just a very weird thing." And then we just had like 30 seconds of silence of staring at each other, where I was like,
felt judged.
You're like, it's my
I feel judged because you're like, this freak
series.
is reading about these winged fairies having sex and loving it and telling other people to read it. And it's just like, I did not know where to take the conversation after that because I was like, that's all I read at this
So
point.
you watch sports?
Literally, I'm like,
Did you catch the game last night?
I don't know what else to tell you now because that is my genre. My genre is like fairy smut.
Yeah, but even, I think you got to be a girl's girl and you just have to read it. Like, we're all reading it.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have
Everybody's
to tell
reading
me.
it.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Like, one of my good friends, I'm in a group chat with my good friends from college, and two of us had been reading it, and the other one was like, I didn't love the first one, but you guys read them, so I'm going to power through all, like, 8 of them.
See,
However,
and that's the right thing to do.
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Even if you don't love it.
No,
just keep
I was at a
going.
girls' night. I was the only one there that had read it. 2 other girls were like, we tried. It was too weird, so we had to back
tried.
out.
What do you mean you tried?
Yeah.
Like I have a hangover after. I'm like, I don't know what
it's
to
an
read.
emotional roller coaster.
Consuming.
You don't have
It's
to
all
like
consuming.
You don't have to like draw the map and understand things to like enjoy it.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't even know anything about the map. I will
The
tell you.
map is pretty funny.
Well, when it
you
gets
look at-
into like the actual fantasy part, I'm like, fast forward.
No. My sister's always talking to me about the intricacies and like this person. I'm like, I'm just here for like the high level.
I'm
plot.
here for the good time.
I'm
I'm here for the good time.
Like, and sometimes I'm like, I honestly don't remember what happened a chapter ago. But like,
Yes.
I'm still here.
That's not, yeah.
Still reading.
Well, so you're in a reading club now.
I am.
Okay, so I'm so excited. My book club that I'm in just chose Yesteryear as the book.
I'm so fucking pumped for this.
I am so excited to read it.
It's on my desk.
It's out.
It's on my
right?
desk.
Like,
It's
okay,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
It's that the movie is getting picked up, and that is.
Well, Anne Hathaway bought the rights to the movie.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's like being filmed yet, but she has the rights to it.
But it's definitely going to get turned into.
When
Because
we
I
say
think
she has the rights to it, she's going to star in it, or
Probably.
she's the director, or all of the above.
Yeah, and so for
She looks
anybody,
fantastic, by the way.
yeah, for
I
anybody
love
that
her.
doesn't know, Yesteryear is a book that just came out, and the premise is they take a Tradwife influencer and put her, is it in the 1800s?
96 or something.
So
yeah,
she
something.
has to
Incredible.
live the life she's been pushing. And I feel like everybody's picturing like Ballerina Farm,
Yeah,
right?
her and Nara
Yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Nara, no, probably more Ballerina Farm because she's actually like living on a farm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, is
Actually,
she?
Nara's too. Well, no.
Is she?
Jet Blue
Is she a
billionaire.
JetBlue farm?
Jet Blue farm. Yeah, it's also a business. I mean, it's an entire business. It's not like she's just like living on a farm for her family.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Yeah.
so the premise is so I imagine her for
Yeah,
is going to live in the 1800s and has to live the life that she has been promoting online, and I cannot wait to read it.
I haven't even made a loaf of sourdough ever. Like I could never.
I mean,
Ever.
I've
We're
tried.
pushing Tradwife just with the amount of children that we have.
Yeah, that's
that
my
is true.
duty.
You
That's-
do give
I feel
Tradwife.
that's
You
my
have
duty.
4. You have
You're giving
whenever
Tradwife.
I film a video with a baby carrier, I'm like, I'm giving Tradwife right now. Like, I feel like
Isn't it sad though that like having children like
I told you. Did I
is
tell you what my son
what people
did
think?
at a play date?
No.
A new family moves to town. They ask him to come over for a play date, whatever. I come and pick him up, and the mom gives me a look, and I'm like, oh gosh, like she doesn't seem that friendly. And she's like, so your son told me, wow, 11 kids, and I was like, 11 kids, and she's like, that's crazy. Wow, I don't know how you do it. I was like, I don't have 11 kids, and she like the whole time I think was like trying to figure out how to like see if I was a Duggar or something. And I was like,
Like
oh my
you would
God.
have to start birthing
I was
children
like,
at like 14 at
I
that
have
point.
4, which is egregious as well.
I mean,
but,
that's giving
like,
Tradwife.
4 is basically 11 in my book.
11.
it is.
And I had to tell him when we got home, I was like, you can't tell people that. They're going to think we're weirdos. I'm like, we're not going to
Because
have
because
friends.
4 kids now is so different than 4 kids like in the
Totally.
90s.
Well, you're
Because
one
you-
of 4.
I am one, and it
Me
was just
too,
an
yeah.
Back in
irresponsible
the day,
decision.
you would hear people were like 1 of 7, 1 of 8. Like
Yeah.
I feel like our grandparents' age.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say,
maybe.
nobody I knew.
Not
Like,
now.
no.
Like if somebody was 1 of 8, that'd be like a TLC show.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
I
it
can't
would.
even
John Cable
fathom.
said.
It is.
I was like, why am I pulling that from my memory?
That was weirdly
Okay.
one of my favorite shows in college. Like, we would sit down as a group and watch it in the dorm.
I know, but like the way it's all
really
unfolded
sad.
is
It's been
really,
very
really
sad.
sad.
Oh, I
That's
haven't
how it always
followed it.
goes, though.
I know.
Yeah, reality TV is just very exploitative.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, just
Yeah.
like the mommy bloggers, it happens.
You talking about us?
Is this fucking play about me? No, I'm talking about
Sam has a
exploiting the
minivan.
children. I
Sam has
have
a
a minivan.
minivan.
I have a minivan. No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm gonna read Yesteryear
so-
though. I love the author. I follow her, Carol Claire Burke. She does a lot of good TikTok commentary about Tradwives and just like everything.
have
I was
to
gonna
watch.
say, do you know any more about the premise other than that?
I don't. I just saw the meme that was going around that had Anne Hathaway on it, and I was like, Anne Hathaway,
The
I'm
AI
done.
generated
I'm
photo.
so
Generated photo
it was
that's
so
everywhere.
good.
Yes.
And so it's like anything Anne Hathaway is in, I'm a fan of.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I've never not loved something Anne Hathaway was in.
And you literally brought her up earlier today. Her movie,
Princess
Yeah.
Diaries.
Princess Diaries.
Yeah, whenever I need to pump up the jams, I play Miracles Happen.
I love it.
I don't know that that's ever been on my Spotify, but I'll add it.
Okay, but
I will
listen
add
to
Yeah, I'll
it,
add
and it's like you need that.
Wait,
sometimes.
Just Us Girls Spotify playlist.
yeah.
I basically
We need
have one.
recommendations.
Yeah. We need everyone to like tell us
Yeah,
what
we
their
need you all to
favorite
tell us.
like
Because I've
girl
started
music.
one that's just like girly jams. You know,
Well, Hannah Montana's back. That music's been everywhere.
I have Hannah Montana on there. Of
course.
Well, I have Miley. Like,
Miley, yes.
I feel like I was a little too old for Hannah Montana.
I wasn't a Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
No.
But Miley had some bangers.
What
like
is your
See You
karaoke
Again,
song? If I threw up on a stage right now, go.
Celine Dion.
I've never done karaoke.
Oh,
That
Because I know
so
track.
fitting.
I've been
God.
to a karaoke bar. I just haven't like gone
Doesn't
up.
matter.
So you
Mine
just
is-
sat and watched?
Yeah,
Okay, we're going to go to one of these times we're going to stay in New York and we're going to go to a karaoke bar. Mine is Unwritten by Natasha Bedingfield,
that's
although
a
nobody
tough
asked.
one to sing.
No, but the crowd sings with you, so it's
vocally,
easy.
that's different.
The range.
You don't know my range.
I mean, I just say Dion, so.
No, but the crowd, it gets the crowd. And
the
everybody
crowd
knows
going?
it. You
Okay.
got to pick the ones that get
Well,
the
now,
crowd
especially
in.
after the Sydney Sweeney movie, what was that movie?
That's
with
what
Gwyneth
that's
Paltrow?
why
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it maybe because
Oh,
I
I
think
only
it
think
had
of
such a
Laguna Beach.
resurgence that it's like probably before that it was very much like people are like
Yeah.
I love that song I haven't
And
heard
now
it
it's been
forever
overdone.
and now it's Sydney
Oh.
Sweeney's song.
And that's
Oh,
a Sydney
gosh.
Sweeney song.
Am I a Tradwife? Listening to Unwritten.
She's not
I
a
missed
Tradwife.
those
Wasn't
dots
she?
there.
She's not a Tradwife.
No, but she's like in that Venn
Grouping.
diagram. Like
Yeah.
if there's Tradwives, they like Sydney Sweeney. There's like a Venn diagram.
Is
Do
there?
they?
I would.
I don't know if I've seen this Venn diagram.
I'm really trying to pull your Venn diagram into my images and I can't.
There's overlap.
I would love to know what's in the middle of it.
I think there's Tradwives and I think it's like men who like Sydney Sweeney.
Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Sydney Sweeney's not
For the
somebody that
girls.
women
Maybe the
idolize.
Tradwives' husbands like Sydney Sweeney.
Sure.
That's the Venn
That's-
diagram.
Sure. I don't think that's a
Sydney
Venn diagram.
Sweeney
though.
in a Hill House dress. Yes, she would be like.
I
Hill
can't
House?
imagine that.
no.
What?
She wouldn't wear a Hill
No,
House.
I know.
No,
I'm
that's
saying
what I'm
that would be
saying.
Tradwife,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she's not. No,
No,
I
exactly.
think of
She's
you when I
lingerie.
think of Hill House. I've seen you wearing your.
Thank
it's
you
the
so
nap dress,
much.
right?
It is, but then I'm like, see, I like sometimes I cosplay Tradwife.
Yeah, but like,
But
whatever.
cosplay is fine. Everybody wants to have fun sometimes.
Yeah, but then it's like sometimes people get the wrong,
You just have
idea.
to say something when you're in the dress.
Every once in a
Like,
while.
level set,
Yeah,
level
just a
set.
level set.
Just a little hint.
My
of who
children
you
are vaccinated.
My all of them.
All 7 of them.
I like may actually be a bad mom because like they're like, do you want the paperwork? I don't know. And just I think they can just have them.
just
Like, I'm not
whatever-
gonna-
whatever you
I'm not gonna
say.
question you guys. You went to medical school. I did not.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm
I
a
went-
Tradwife on Instagram. What do I know?
What do I know?
Just
Somebody
a
the other
girl.
day was like,
Tradwife.
if your kids had to describe your job, what would it be? And I was like, phone and computer.
Yeah.
Just phone and computer.
Literally,
A
my
microphone.
my
microphone.
2-year-old, she finds a tripod wherever it is and just goes, "Mama," and brings it to me, and I'm like, "We got to work on that."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't even film around her. Like she just
just
knows.
knows.
Yeah, but that's your job.
Yeah, I know.
That goes back
That's what's
to-
weird
you know
about
what I mean?
it, though,
It
right?
is weird, but it goes back to like when people are like, you don't have a job. It's like, no, you straight up do.
No, we
Yeah.
have
and that's a
real
part of your
jobs.
job.
And also, I have to say, like when men are content creators, everybody's like, marketing genius, cracked
Wait.
the code.
Oh my gosh. Have you seen that they are rebranding content creation to be branding engineers because they want to bring more men?
You mean like they're just calling it that
Yeah, so
now
like
as
on
your
job
title?
descriptions on like
Oh, like a
Indeed.
company.
Like inside a company.
Instead of saying like brand, I don't know, manager, they say brand engineer to pull more men in.
I wonder what degree you have to get for that job.
It makes me sick. It makes me sick. And if why to get men in does it have to be like engineer, not just like marketer or brand
That's what I'm
developer?
saying. Social media is very much seen as something that women do. Like women are on social media, girls are taking selfies, like women are filming themselves vlogging, and men are marketing geniuses, brand engineers.
Literally, so we film a video and we have to spend like 3 hours editing it and have the perfect lighting, use the right cameras, and men literally just stand in front of a camera and they're like, women deserve respect. And everybody's like, oh my God, millions of followers. He's so groundbreaking. Like, that is just,
I
that's
also
just
think
how
with
it is.
any brand that we've ever worked with, the marketing team, the social team has always been women. Obviously, that's like, I'm stereotyping. There's some men, but like I've only ever worked with
I
like.
did work with a man recently, yeah. On
That's
brand
great.
team.
I did
On
too.
the agency side, yes,
Yeah.
I sure did.
But
did
it's
too.
usually she's
No
gays and
comment.
theys. Can I, or no, it was
No.
straight cis? Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, mine wasn't either. But I think, it's just interesting the way we talk about it. And like, I think that's the thing you were saying, 70 cents on the dollar. It's like when a woman does the job, it has a different name and a different title. And but also engineering is one of the, like all my friends who went to engineering school as women it was just like mostly men.
Yep.
Like one woman
Yep.
in her classes. And she's like, yeah.
Although I have to say, there was like, when I was in the hospital giving birth, there were like old reruns of TV shows on, and it was like a supermarket sweep or something like that. And the women said they were domestic engineers.
Love it. Good
Like
for
from
them.
and there was like the 80s or 90s, and I was like,
Amazing. Instead
of, like,
love that.
stay-at-home
I was like,
mom.
you can
Yeah.
do
Yeah,
that.
love
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Good for
She
her.
wrote.
Yeah,
she
you
was a
can do that.
domestic engineer.
She sure was.
And I was like, women in STEM, she absolutely was. But if a man does that, get over it. Like, let's not try to make this something it's not here.
No. Yeah, I just think we have to, level set, get rid of the double standards. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like my own personal
I don't think men should have social media.
I know you don't. She really doesn't.
I really don't.
A mirror selfie. As soon as you see a mirror selfie.
Mirror selfie.
Well, I don't know what's worse, a man who posts or a man who doesn't.
What do you mean?
I know, it's
a
like
man
both.
who doesn't.
Because
Wait, what do you mean?
Like if a man has an Instagram, is it better if he's active on it or if he's just creeping on it?
Creeping.
No.
He should never post. Well,
I don't like a creep.
Well, creeping's the wrong word. Like, I think a man can have, like, do your husbands have Instagram accounts?
Yeah,
No.
but my husband does not use it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
No, but
my
there's
husband has
pictures
it so we
on
can,
it.
like, send each other memes, and he has, like, old pictures on it from, you know.
from like
Only of you.
Yeah, only of my face.
Yeah,
And
if
saying
there
that I
is a
love
man
my
with social
beautiful
media, I
wife.
only want pictures. I only want women on my social media feed.
Yeah.
And if men
She
have...
wants to. She's curating her algorithm.
I am. If men I know have social media, please only put your spouses on there. I don't want to see you on there.
Her dog. Yeah,
Yeah,
something
a dog
cute.
is nice.
No fish. No
Yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
I did see, the fish pic that like everybody talks about on Tinder.
What, like holding your fish?
Yeah, but when I was in Austin last week, we were on this boat and on the river. And this woman was trying to tell us about this bat cave or something. We were under this bat cave. But there was this tiny little boat next to us with these two boys on it. And they were reeling in a big fish. And the kid was losing his mind. He was so excited.
That's exciting for
pure
him.
joy. It really
Yeah.
was pure. I felt happy for him in that moment. I was like, boyhood. And he was holding up his fish and his buddies taking pictures of him. And we were cheering him on. You
Yeah.
got to support. Like, he worked hard for that fish. But I was like, wow, I'm witnessing the Tinder pic in like real
But
life.
how old
Seeing
was
it.
he?
Yeah.
In his 20s.
Oh.
No, but like
I thought we were
young
talking
20s.
like 12.
Me too.
No,
Yeah.
I don't know if two 12-year-old boys should be like out in a river.
I would say
alone.
young
I didn't know
man.
if there was like a family.
I would have referred to him as a young man to set the picture. We thought it was a 12-year-old, and we were like, okay, then maybe we should. But
So if I say my girlfriend, do you think of like a 12-year-old girl?
why would you be hanging out with a 12-year-old girl?
I'm just saying.
You know?
Because you said you saw how did you phrase it?
Two boys.
Two boys.
She saw two boys.
Two
Yeah,
boys.
but you said boyhood. Like, boyhood makes me think of, like, I don't know.
Guys, we are a walking contradiction. Okay.
Duh. We're allowed to be. I'm just a girl.
Just a girl.
Just a girl.
And on that note, I feel like we have so much left to say, but it's going to have to wait.
I think we always have too much to say. There's
Yeah,
so little
I
time.
have to leave.
Okay.
I have to go home.
but we really have to go.
Yeah.
We gotta go.
Yeah. See you next week.
Thank you so much for listening to the Just Us Girls podcast. We are so grateful that you chose to spend time with us today. If you love this episode, be sure to follow, like, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And don't forget to rate and review as well. We would appreciate it so, so much. Come hang out with us on Instagram at the Just Us Girls Pod. And you can also find us on Substack at the justusgirlspod.substack.com, where we share even more from each episode, a little behind the scenes and all the good stuff you don't want to miss. We can't wait to chat with you next week. Bye.